Good evening and welcome to the May 8th edition of Late Night Sauce. My name's Mario. I'm here with Noah representing Tap That Glass tonight's. We can't call it a weekly podcast because we're not doing it every week, but we're trying.
We're hitting every other week.
Every other week, we're trying to get good guests. And honestly, tonight, we've been waiting for a year?
Probably.
We got a real great guest here tonight. I don't know.
I feel like we weren't serious a year ago either.
We will. I don't think they took us seriously. I think that's just. But anyway, tonight we have local. I'm gonna call you guys legends. You might not think so, but I like to think you guys are legendary in my eyes. And I know a lot of people, and I think I'm very influential on people's opinions around here. If I say something, it's almost kind of like law.
I would agree with that.
Almost.
Yeah.
I don't want to be conceited about it, but we have Kenneth Townsend II and Jeff Langlais the first.
Yeah, the first. Yeah.
We have Town Line in the building. We've been waiting a year to get these guys in here. Probably one of the best bands in Rhode Island on Late Night Sauce. How you doing tonight, guys?
We're glad to be here.
Absolutely. It's
Finally made it.
Finally made it.
We made it.
We have to take half the blame for this because we did take a hiatus for a little while. We did lose one of our co-hosts that had to abandon us for school. He's going to school. We get it. Good reason. Oh yeah, we love Connor. We wish him the best. Wish him the best. He helped build this, so we can't. We always have to mention him when we can.
Salute to him.
Salute to Connor. So we're the unofficial sponsor tonight of Late Night Sauce is Kettle One Vodka. We're still waiting to hear back from you people. We've been plugging you for a year now, and we probably spent about $2,000 or $3,000 worth of our own money on vodka for this podcast. That is delicious. We do enjoy it, but feel free to send some support our way. So guys,
come back every week.
That's it.
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah, there you go.
So guys, how long have you been playing together?
Since 2017.
Yeah.
I want to
Jeez,
say.
that's like 10 years.
That's when we started.
That's like 10 years. 2017? No. I can't do math.
No.
A little less, like 7 years.
7 years. Almost 7 years.
Almost 7 years.
That's just good. So it's always you usually have another guy too play with you once in a while, right?
Yeah, so the band is there's actually 5 of us.
The full band is 5 of you.
There's 5 of us.
Oh, okay.
Is
So
full
yeah.
band also Town Line?
Yep.
Okay.
Full
We're
Cool.
all
band is
Town
Town
Line.
Line.
That's
Okay.
great.
Town Line
Okay.
has a lot of variations. We kind of, depending on the space, we pick and choose who's.
It's kind of like the
who's with
Wu-Tang
us.
Clan almost. Keep people
Yeah.
coming and going different shows.
Yep. But
So-
we did play here at the Trap. The 3 of us for a long time.
Third kid played the bass.
Yeah, he
Gotcha.
moved to Arizona.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
a
that'll
year
do it.
ago.
that's-
He's moving back though, so we might be getting back to 3.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe when he gets back, get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
He
He's
would
a
love it.
soccer star, so
Oh, okay.
that's what I call him.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he'll be back.
So you guys been playing together 7 years almost? That's
7.
crazy because you guys look young. How old are you guys?
29.
Oh, you guys are babies.
20,
Damn.
27.
Oh, you guys are all babies. I'm such an old. I can be old. I'm old enough to be all your fathers right now. I'm older than his dad.
He is old.
Jesus.
How old are you?
I'm gonna be 48 in September. Oh yeah, I'm an old man.
All right.
I'm a dinosaur in this
You
business.
got 10 years on my. No, I was saying my father's got 10 years on you, so you're not that far behind.
All right. I feel a little better, I guess. Yeah. I feel a little better. So, what are some of the places that you guys like to play in Rhode Island? That your favorite venues? Name me like a few. Don't go nuts, but.
The Trap, obviously.
Obviously, the Trap.
There it is.
Honestly,
There it is.
on Friday nights, lately, unless Town Line's here, Friday nights support for the music is just it's so erratic. It's so erratic. No, it's definitely erratic. I'm telling you, there's not. We have live music, we have Full House, but a lot of the bands don't get the energy that you guys get back. I think. I know you guys got your cult following, and we love them because they come down here after and hang out with us, but. It's that's huge. You guys got a great crowd in there. You got some great people, but
It's sporadic for us too.
yeah,
I mean, it's not always crazy when we're up there, but I would say 75% of the time it's.
you guys are local. Where you guys from?
We're both from West Warwick.
West Warwick. So if you play up north, do those guys ever follow you up there to Because I know a lot of people they stick close to home because of comfort.
If it's a new spot, first time around kind of thing, they'll make the effort to get up there and come see us and see what it's about and kind of show the support of we're in a new spot,
Okay.
good first impression kind of thing, good first crowd, so that's pretty normal overall.
We're gonna try to keep. We are playing North in June.
Trap North.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're playing there in June.
I heard they got a huge stage. It looks really good in there. We saw
Yeah,
we
we
saw
heard a
some
lot
of the
about it.
pictures.
can't wait to get on that compared to what we got upstairs.
I mean, the thing is that building is designed for live music. They centered that whole bar around getting the 5-piece bands in there and all that, which there's not really a lot of places up that way that can do that. So that's,
We
I
don't
mean,
even need a
TJ
5-piece band.
TJ's really like trying to like to destroy it up there. Like, hey, I want all the business. I want all the bands. Let's do it. He thinks big. So that'd be
Go
great if
big
you guys
or
get
go
up there.
home.
I do want to see a full band. I mean, I never get to see you guys. I'm always down here when you play. I'm always at the safe house. So
We played a couple times here with the full band. We did the Jeep thing.
okay, yeah,
Jeep
Jeep
Fest.
thing, yeah.
We've done that 2 or 3 times with the full band. I want to say when we did New Year's Eve here, we had more than.
I think it was me, you, and Nick New
Okay,
Year's
so that
Eve.
was
Were you
on
down
Christmas
here or were you
Yeah,
upstairs?
we
You were
down
down
here.
there that
We
night.
played,
Okay,
yeah.
I think I worked that night.
Yeah, that was a few years ago now.
Yeah.
We went all out for that. We brought lights in. We brought the stage.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were
was,
trucks.
That was
full of
before
stuff.
COVID though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the year before
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
I do
probably-
remember that now.
That was quite the night.
2019, 2018.
2019, I think, or maybe it was 2018.
Yeah.
I
We
can't
started
remember.
playing here in 2018.
Yeah,
We've been here 5 years.
We've been here for a few years now.
That's good. You know what? I mean, that says something for you guys if they keep calling you back to come here. Because I used to book bands when I used to work at another spot, and I had a small budget, and I had a lot going against me, and it was tough to find good bands. And all the bad ones would call me here, and they wanted to play, and I don't have the heart to tell them they're bad, that's why I don't want them coming back. You know, and I got lucky because I would always blame my manager. Like, oh, the manager says I can't book you this week. You know, I'll give you a call, and I swear to God, I'd say, hey, I'm 6 weeks booked. You know, I'll give you a call in like 6 weeks. On the 6th day of the 6th week, they call me, hey, can you book me now? And I'm out. Sorry, you know, I kept giving them the runaround, trying to be polite,
Yeah.
but they just, you know, they just wouldn't get it. And a lot of people, like there was this one girl, she was young, and it took me a while to book. And this, now mind you, this is like, I used to get CDs dropped off to me. I had to listen to them. You know what I mean? And there was this one girl I booked. She sounded phenomenal on CD. She sounded like Nora Jones, beautiful, like beautiful voice. I had to book her. She was touring New England. I think she was from New York.
kidding.
She came in to play. I don't know what the hell happened. It was not the girl on the CD.
It's called auto-tune.
Whatever it was, all I know is I had to cut her show short. I was like, you know what?
Wow.
You know, I'm gonna give you full money. You know, the crowd's not
It's not
really.
working.
It's the crowd's not really getting into it right now. You know, having a couple of drinks on us. She was a nice girl. Actually, she invited me to have some cocktails with her afterwards. But I am a married man, so I couldn't do it. I wasn't married at the time though. But I was married. I was with my wife at the time, but we weren't married. But she was a nice girl, beautiful. But just I'm like, what just happened here? This isn't you. And like
Yeah.
I didn't say that to her. I just
False
politely.
advertising.
And I hated being that guy telling
Maybe
people
she
they're
had an
not
off
good.
night.
Maybe I honestly think that
Thankfully, we don't have those.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure you guys don't ever have any of those. So, but I used to feel horrible like telling people that were terrible that like you can't come back and
Yeah.
and I kept running out of excuses and finally like we
Yeah.
the
I mean,
ownership.
knock on wood. I mean, the places that we have played. I mean, you know, we haven't really. There's really been no such thing as negative feedback.
That's
for
good.
Us, thankfully.
Well, we've heard you play numerous times. We know there's no negative
Oh,
feedback. I mean,
yeah.
there's nothing bad to say here. You know, it's
We have fun playing here. It's compared to a lot of places we play. We get a much younger crowd here, which makes it a lot easier for us to relate and know the music that people want to hear.
so. What are some of the songs that you get requested to play the most that you can't stand? That you hate to play, but you have to play to keep people happy, but you hate. Are there any songs? Maybe you don't have one. I don't know.
Tennessee whiskey.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
We
Classic song, but just overplayed.
yeah, and our bass player is really good at it. He's really good at playing the bass line in that song.
Really, Tennessee Whiskey. I never would have thought that one,
And,
but it makes sense. I'm sure it is overplayed because it's a great song.
I like playing it with him, but when it's the two of us,
It's harder, yeah.
it's just and like you said, it's overplayed. We get asked for it all the
And
time.
9 out of
Every
10
song.
times, I mean, we try. You know, people come up to us and ask us for potentially sometimes the most random songs, but we just. You know,
What's one of the most random ones they got request that you did?
Oh God.
Oh boy. Well, there was a this was a couple years ago here. Someone asked us to play Eminem,
Oh yeah.
and now it's a thing.
Lose
Which
yourself.
one? Lose Yourself?
I mean, it's a classic.
I've heard
but,
you
like,
say. I've heard you
know,
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it all
for us to
started
play
here.
that
It was-
for what we do, and you know what? So we're like, screw it, let's just try it. And sure enough, we did it. And now every time we're here, that's.
It's a
"Oh,
thing.
can you
It's
play
every
it?"
time
That's
we're
your new
here,
thing
someone
now?
comes up and goes, "Hey, you can play Eminem yet?"
And you know,
You know?
we'll play about 30 seconds worth of the song, but the place goes nuts. you
And I
know?
gotta tell, a lot of times they ask for it like at 9:30, And like people are still eating dinner. I'm
yeah,
like, this.
you want, that's 11 o'clock. You think 11 o'clock?
11,
After your first
crowd.
break. After your first break's a good one to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. So, what genre are you guys? Because you mix up your music. You're not country, but you're not hip hop. You're not. What do you consider
We
yourself?
started off
I think
doing mostly country.
Yeah, I think
Really?
country was the origin, especially when he first started playing and doing gigs before I kind of, hopped on the train, and that was really his.
So your first love is
specialty.
country, then, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you play out. And people want different music, and not everywhere you go wants country music. And I would say we get honestly more country requests now than we ever did.
Yeah,
Really?
you'd be surprised
Far
at
more
how much
common
people
now.
enjoy. Especially, we're sitting there playing. We just watch people's reactions, and you'd be surprised at how many people react to large majority of the country music.
No,
that
we got a
do
huge
play.
country crowd in the trap. We
Do.
definitely do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
And
but we
it-
try. We try our best to play.
I could have sworn I heard you do Bismarck Key once, just a friend.
We actually do that.
Yeah,
I could have
Yeah.
sworn I heard that once.
we do
I was
that
like, that's
from
amazing.
Time,
Yeah.
We do that from time to time.
That one's
So-
a really tough one to.
I was gonna say it sounds just sucks. That's
do.
piano based, and you guys don't got a piano,
we
so
just
It's
make it
hard
work.
to the timing is hard.
Yeah.
To get the two of us to do
you
it.
pulled
right.
it off when I heard you do
Plus
it. That's all I know.
singing.
You pulled it off when I heard you.
So.
It's
And
tough.
we
It's
try,
also hot.
yeah.
It's pretty high. It's on the top of my range singing, so it really works when you have a crowd that's into it. A crowd
Yeah,
that's
You let them do
Yeah.
If we have the crowd.
Yeah,
and we know we
you just
got
like lip sync and they just go kind of a
exactly.
thing.
When we know we have the crowd,
Yeah.
there's different songs we play.
Yeah.
We just
We play songs
play
we
to
know
the,
that-
play to the crowd.
Yeah.
Whether it's sometimes like especially even here sometimes earlier on in the night it's a little bit of like an older crowd. Like the the middle aged people are out having a drink and dinner or whatever. We try and throw some of the oldies in and which thankfully we can do. I mean they're all classics. Even some of the younger crowd like our generation some of the old school songs and they get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
And then like you said, the 11 o'clock crowd rolls around. We're playing Eminem and
Yeah.
and Just a Friend. You know what I mean? On top of everything else that we do.
The
So
11
it's-
o'clock crowd here is
Yeah.
different animal.
Well, trust me,
It's
when-
crazy how
when they
different
can't
it
get their
is.
drinks upstairs, they come running down here, get their drinks, and run back up.
Yeah,
and I see, I'm like,
exactly.
whoa, like,
Yeah.
It's
but-
crazy how different it gets. We're only here for 3 hours, sometimes longer, but in theory, 9 to midnight is when we're supposed to be here. And it's so different between 9 o'clock and what that
Oh,
midnight
yeah.
crowd is. It's
That late crowd's
So
coming. They're
dope.
pre-gaming at home before they come in. That's
Yeah.
usually what happens. So I don't know. They're in the parking lot pre-game, then come in.
they
Yeah,
hit
so.
every other bar on Main Street
Yeah.
before they made it here.
Yeah, well, it just depends on the crowd. Because we played a few places. We're obviously here. We just started playing at Blue on the Water.
Oh, really?
We'll be there
That's
this-
good.
We'll be there this summer.
That's a good venue right there for you guys. That's great.
Was Black Oak in Coventry.
Like Old Tavern, yeah.
Picked up a few places there.
Yep.
That was when that was a Fat Bellies. That was one of the first
Yeah,
bars that they like built a
Yep.
big stage.
Yeah.
Same thing,
Yeah,
like
now it's totally different though. Now,
Yeah, they got rid of the
Yeah,
stage.
we don't even.
There's no stage now?
It's kind of a funky setup for
It's
us,
like next
but I
to the
mean,
door, right?
we
Yeah.
do the
All
best
to
we
the
can.
side.
It's almost like a old, like waiting area, like with
Yeah.
some
Really?
kind of built-in benches and everything.
It's
but
actually kind of nice that we're
yeah,
kind of
'cause we're,
tucked in,
tucked off.
so no one can really touch our stuff.
Yeah.
is that
But
a
the
problem if
stage
you guys
used
let
to be
people
in the
touch you
back
guys?
corner.
Are the girls
Um,
coming up touching you guys inappropriately at the trap? I
Yeah,
guarantee
well,
you they are.
Thank
I
God-
guarantee there's a
thank
few.
God we're on
What
the
happens
stage.
is the trap stays at the trap, right?
I don't know. When I see it, people put everything up online on from the
Yeah,
trap.
it seems
so
like it makes it out of
it gets.
these walls too
This
often.
is definitely not Vegas as
It's
far as
honestly
keeping
a good
secrets.
thing that we're on the stage because I mean, some of the places we play, if we end up on the floor and it gets rowdy enough, I mean, everyone's dancing.
They're dancing, they're bumping into
They're
you.
all
And
drunk. and-
has it ever happened to you guys playing a gig and then all of a sudden like some drunk girl has like the wrong dance move, goes flying into like you guys while you're trying to sing?
Oh yeah.
It's happened?
It happened-
Bumped into
I mean, it
mics,
happened
spilled,
recent.
spilled drinks.
It happened recently where someone would hit. It happens here sometimes too, and it's just because it's so busy. It happens.
Yeah.
They hit your mic stand, and the mic hits you in the face.
Yeah, it was,
But there was a place. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but that it was like one of the first places I
Bless you.
played. One of the first places I played was before we were Town Line. I was doing it solo, and the crowd was so bad every time I went, like just blacked out, hitting all my stuff that I just told the guy I can't play anymore.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It's
hard.
I spent a lot of
It's
money
hard.
on that stuff. I can't.
Oh, equipment,
I'm
absolutely.
not making enough money to replace
Exactly.
it all.
No, it
So-
shouldn't have to be that way. I just feel like you're gonna have that kind of problem when you're getting the crowd up dancing and getting them hyped. I mean, mean, Rhode
Sometimes it's
Island's not
genuinely-
known for the best dancers neither in here. So let's face it, this isn't L.A. So
Sometimes it's genuinely an accident.
Yeah.
And I understand that. It happens.
it definitely
But
happens.
a place like this, when it's crowded right in front of the
Oh.
stage, people are bound to hit our stuff.
And you're right next to the service bar too, so the waiters have to go by to get their
Yeah.
drinks. So
Oh.
yeah, there's no easy
We
way.
can see it when we looking down at the struggle that they have.
Oh yeah.
It's
Just
gotta,
people watch the
it's
whole
gotta be
Oh,
hard.
that's good.
It's always bad.
Yeah,
Very entertaining.
see a lot up there. And they got the newer stage is taller than the old one.
Okay,
Oh,
so it's
really?
not me. It is tall.
It
I
is
thought it looked
taller?
tall the
Yeah.
other night. Yeah, it's
I'm not
newer.
looking at it too much. I don't
So
know.
when we started the stage, and this is only in the last year, it was 2 feet tall. Now we're up to 3 feet.
Yeah, I think the other one
And
broke.
during
Some-
COVID,
yeah,
the
some-
when
legs
we
were
were back,
falling
we were
off.
playing on the floor.
yeah, you had a plexi in front of you, right?
Yeah, that was terrible. I
Yeah,
couldn't
those
see
gigs
that.
are-
especially
those
me.
gigs are
I'm
tough.
I'm 2 feet off the ground. I can't see shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the
that's
hell's
tough.
going on out there? Then all of a sudden they walk by, they see this guy sitting on a box, and they're like, what the hell?
Yeah, you hear the noise, but you can't see
Yeah,
it.
they don't
'cause
see me.
everyone's-
They're
Yeah.
like, what's going on?
I think we only played behind the plexiglass once or twice.
Yeah,
And then we were
they
outside.
I think after we started getting the plexi rolling, they kind of changed the rules a little bit.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
adjusted.
Yeah, a little bit.
We
Thank
were
God
outside
that's
for a
over.
little while too, by the
Yeah,
fire pit.
played
Yeah,
by-
yeah.
played
That was
outside.
nice.
Sometimes I feel like they should do more at the trap. We should do some more outside by the fire
Yeah.
music, but then there's no way to
Yes,
dance once you go to cornhole.
We
And
could do
then
some like daytime stuff out there.
he's been doing Sundays in the summertime
Sunday,
last
they
year.
do it on they do it on the deck next to the bar.
Yeah.
Well, they used to do it on
They
the deck
used to
next
do
to
it
the bar, but
with
now
the
they
solo
extended
guy.
the bar, so I don't know. If
He
they
did it last year out there too. It was just
He did?
yeah. It was always a one person playing. So I came in late on Sundays. I work at the trap at 5, so that's when like they're finishing up. So I don't know. I think it's usually 2 to 5 they do
Yeah,
it.
it's
Maybe
like
2 to
it's
6
like a
maybe.
midday affair.
Oh,
So
unless-
it's probably more low key anyway. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
not having a whole band set.
No,
up
I
and
mean
break
we
it.
had one guy that used to when I started working here in 2018. I don't know his name. You were my bar back then, Noah. But this guy was. He would get on the bar playing the guitar, walking back and forth like Eddie Van Halen. And I just get yelled at. Sue would yell at me, "Get him off the bar!" I go, "You get him off the bar, so I can't get him off this thing." And he was insane. And like, you get that 3 guys that were like loving it, and then people like they're trying to eat their burgers, and there's some
Yeah.
guy like crawling over them.
Right
It was
on top of me.
he was crazy. And I only saw him on Sunday afternoons. I never saw him at night. Maybe one time I see him on a Friday randomly, but like I don't know his name. You can name 100 guys' names. That's definitely him. But if he walked in that door, I'm like, that's the guy. But he was covered in tats, a lot of tattoos. Maybe my age, maybe a little younger. But he was just he was ridiculous. Like, he didn't belong here. He was Eddie Van Halen or Slash. He was like one of those kind of guys. But he was just going back and forth on the bar, and I'm like. And like I said, 3 out of the 500 people in the place loved it. The other 497 like, get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
But it's hard. You want to be. That's something that like if I knew his name, that'd actually be good publicity for him. We'd be talking about maybe get some other gigs. But because I don't know his name,
You're
you
on
know,
Friday,
I'm not helping the poor guy. I apologize, whoever you are. I'm pretty sure he's not listening to the podcast anyway, so
Hey,
nothing
we're
to
gonna
apologize
find him,
for.
though. We're gonna find him. We're gonna get
I'll
him
tell
on
you, if I ever do find him, I will let you know who he is.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm assuming he's from the area, like Rhode Island, but I don't know. But he put on a show, man. I'll tell you. But one of the things I've made comments to like musicians and not just musicians like that play here, but like things that would enhance the crowd here. Is what would you say if you had I'm sure you guys probably could do this, no problem, but I'm thinking of some like dancers on the side of you guys, like kind of choreographed to the songs that you're doing. You know what I mean? Get some
That
Daisy Dukes, cowgirl boots, hats.
Yeah.
I'm hoping maybe some late night sauce tank tops for the girls to wear with
Yeah.
Town Line logo on the side.
I like it.
I'm thinking that. I don't know. We're working on some merch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say that to all the music. You guys need some dances. I'm thinking I'll get some of my waitresses, get them to dance. You know, but
You gotta be careful who you ask to dance, because sometimes you might not be happy with what happens.
We need a bigger
That's-
stage.
well, that's the other problem too. You need platforms and stages all around, but you know.
I'm good, buddy.
But it's I always felt like obviously not you guys because you guys do have the energy, but like I work Wednesdays with Kevin Hershen and he brings it. He's got the crowd and there's nights that
It's just
the
him,
crowd.
right?
He's
plays
solo,
solo,
yeah. He never
so-
brings anybody else. He's always solo on Wednesday nights.
And that's
And-
impressive to do, like with just a dude and a guitar. Like,
I've done the solos here during the week, and they are a lot tougher than
He's got the playlist that's pretty much you know. the standard stuff that everybody wants. He plays what the people want to hear. He plays what the people want to hear.
That's what you gotta do.
And then, I felt like you need some Kevin Hershon dances or something on the side. You know, like we gotta build this up.
You
a
might
little
have
bit,
the
you know?
room up there with just him.
You know, but I mean, then you're taking a chance of, can these girls keep up? What are they gonna do? That's gonna make the show worse. You know what I mean? You just don't
3
know.
hours.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many times I've been up there and had people say, "Can I come up there and dance? Can I come up there and dance?" I don't care, but I don't think that management here would take.
Well, yeah, you got some liability problems too. Yeah, but I mean, the one time it goes wrong, it'll go really bad. And,
exactly.
It's over.
No
one's getting back.
See, then we have the DJs in there. I'm like, we should have like dance battles or something. Get some professional dancers in there. Have like dance offs or something.
You could have fun with the DJs. Do stuff like that.
We
we
can
just
only do so much.
Yeah, well, it's also, we all talk the game. Everybody wants to do stuff, but then once it's time to do it, they don't show up. They don't want to do it. They change their minds. Oh, just kidding. That was a booze talking. Like, which one is it? You gonna do it or not? Just say no if you're not gonna do it. But I always thought like, every once in a while we should like get like a theme party going, have like professional dancers in there. Like, I don't know.
You should. That'd be
Even if they like they went on stage with you, like let's say they were like a country music video, like 4 girls doing some sort of choreographed line dance. You know what I mean? Rudy that plays here, his girlfriend and some of her friends, they had some sort of dance that they used to do to that Applebee's song. Applebee's on a late night song.
Chicken fried?
No, not chicken fried. No, the guy.
Country like the Applebee's.
Country like Applebee's on a date night song.
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know what the hell. Yeah,
like
they had this. They had this whole dance.
phenomenon.
They had this whole dance all choreographed, and I'm like, fancy like. Yeah, he was. Rudy was playing it one night up there, and these girls were going to town. I'm like, you know what? We get like a professional choreographed thing going. This looks nice. We get a couple videos. I'm saying every week, but
yeah, do some country themed thing up there. There's so many.
I'm trying to get a
country
mechanical
fans.
bull so bad upstairs for one night.
Oh, that
like
would
a
be
charity
cool.
event. I'm trying to do that so bad, and
Get a whole lineup of the people. Get like 1 hour sets.
Yeah, love to do that.
Of all the people that you guys like up there, play country.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not in the entertainment booking of the Martucci group. I make suggestions, and they do get heard. But
all right, we'll talk
I'm not.
to them.
I mean, we can. I'm still pitching mechanical bull things, so but.
Dude, on a nice day, get that.
I'm thinking outside in the corner with a
why
mechanical
not?
bull.
Spread it
Raise
all
some money
out,
for charity, maybe. Pick a nice charity.
Yeah.
Raise some money, get some awareness going. I don't know.
You
Something.
pack this place with
We
that.
definitely
some
could.
country themed thing here.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be nuts.
gets.
I mean, every event
Yeah.
here goes crazy. But
Well, we're trying to get some new things going because the Santa Con's always big, and night before Thanksgiving's big. The Halloween party's always huge.
Always big, yeah.
We got this new
Yeah,
'90s
people
pub crawl that we this is the second year in a row we've done it, and it's going good. But I'm like, you should have like, I feel like we should have like it wasn't a pub crawl. What was it?
Bar tour.
Bar tour. So because you can't crawl from bar to bar. We're so far away from the other places.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I feel we should have more theme nights like that too. Like we're doing '80s one. Let's do a country one. Let's do
Yeah, and you get
hairband
music.
one. Yeah, something. Yeah, mix it up a little
But don't
bit.
use the DJs. You gotta have live music. Not us. I'm not trying to plug us here, but any live music.
Well, we're trying to plug you here, so yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to plug you
the
here.
point of the
That's the whole
podcast.
part of
Well,
the podcast.
I don't think
we're
we
here
can-
to promote you guys, but
I don't think we could do 80s night. We'll take like.
you don't play a lot of '80s music. Yeah, that's hard
Yeah.
because it's
I just don't. We do play 80s music. I don't think we could do 3 hours of it.
Not enough.
3
we
hours.
have the hits that.
Yeah,
get
3
the
hours
people
'80s
going,
music.
but,
It's hard because that whole generation was so diverse with their
Yeah.
they were individuals in the '80s, man. Everybody was different from one another.
Everyone sounded different. It's crazy.
Yeah, we can. only
Now
do
everything
so much
sounds the
in
same.
that realm.
So let me ask you this, guys. So you just got married, correct?
We both did. Not to each other though.
Obviously. Not. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank
So how long were you with your wife before? How long you totally together? Like starting to date to
8
now?
years.
8 years.
About 10.
10 years for you. Wow. So you weren't even playing music yet together when you were dating them.
Nope.
No, when I.
So you didn't win them with
first
your
met-
talent. They
No.
love you for you. Look at that.
That was a bonus.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I
Did these ladies make you want to become musicians? Is that what it was? Did your wives turn you into who you are? Or?
needed a reason to get out of the house.
Is that what it was?
Just another way to impress them.
Kenny, if I learn how to play guitar and you learn how to hit the piece of plywood, be able to get out of here for a couple hours.
That's great.
No, that's not it. But
Let me ask you this. So let's just say, forget that's how your lives are now. Let's just say you just met your wife, well, the woman, and you want to impress her with your musical skills. What's the song you would try to sexually persuade her into getting into the Townsend?
Sexually.
Sexually persuade.
I'm not saying not dirty wise. Like get her to like, hey, I need to be with that guy. What's the song that you would think would work on your wife? But she's not your wife at this point. This is a stranger that you are interested in.
Are we talking about now or 10 years ago?
Whoa.
It's different music.
I would say now.
Let's go with now.
Let's go with now.
Let's go with now.
I mean, if I had to make an educated assumption based on the world today,
Sexually.
Not sexually, but in other words, sensually. Sorry, sensually, not sexually.
Honestly,
my bad. There's two different meanings.
Ears are clogged.
It wouldn't even be sensual. I think which I think we get a lot of reaction today overall anyway, but I would say Morgan Wallen is probably a very strong.
Yeah, we could do a whole show here.
Very strong.
Morgan Wallen is that big with the women, huh?
The ladies love Morgan Wallen.
Even after the whole racial tirade he went on, he's still loved. The girls don't get. I guess he got drunk one night and he was calling the cab driver some sort of racist remarks. I don't know.
He went through some rough patches, but I think
he was smart enough to do some songs with some black people after that. And kind of everybody forgot all about it. He did the right thing. He's like, okay, now he's cool.
Now he's playing.
I think he's hanging with Drake now.
Now he's playing in Boston, that Red Sox Stadium in
Fenway.
Yeah, Fenway in August.
Fenway.
I'll be there actually.
Really?
Yep, I will be going to that.
So you're gonna say Morgan Wallen is the music
if you want to get a girl's attention in today's society,
I'm not saying a girl. I'm saying your girl.
My girl.
Yeah.
No,
your wife. Yeah, specifically.
Yeah,
Morgan Wallen.
Any Morgan Wallen song, huh? Okay.
My wife wouldn't want Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, that's what she would want.
So,
what about you, Jeff?
So who's your wife?
I don't know. My wife's a huge Taylor Swift fan.
I was gonna say she would want some love stories.
I know, but that's hard for a guy to sing a Taylor Swift song to get a girl to get into him. That's kind of tough, isn't it?
You'd be surprised though if you go up there on a Friday night we're playing and love story comes out of our mouths. Just
okay. I'm a Taylor Swift fan myself, so I mean, I'm not afraid to say it, but
classic.
I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Classic.
Thanks to her, I'm a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah. But I would say, those are probably two accurate.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Because, I mean, everybody's different nowadays, so I don't know. I mean, I've been out of the loop. I've been with my wife almost 15 years, so I don't know anything anymore about picking up ladies. So, I don't sing, so that's the other thing.
That is the tough part of it.
I used to say my favorite thing to do here was, tell people I have a girlfriend. I wasn't married at the time. Tell people I have a girlfriend because they, no one. We can't really talk to anyone more. We try to talk, but we also know that as soon as we stop,
it's just a room
people
full
leave.
Of disappointment.
Yeah,
people leave as soon as we stop playing.
Yeah.
So we even, you might not notice it because you're down here when we play, but our break we take like 3 minutes. We jump off the stage.
You go to the bathroom and say hi and
go
back up. Yeah, I know exactly how to show your breaks out. You say hi and bye. Yeah.
It's literally like 3 minutes. We're up and down because we know as soon as we stop playing, people start leaving. So we'll play one break in the 3-hour set for 3 minutes, and we'll just keep going.
Quick bathroom break.
So we don't really get to talk to people when they come up to us. So then at the end of the gig, you got piled here, like phone numbers tucked in his pocket or thrown in the corner, and people coming to you talking. And at the end, you just gotta let them all down easy.
Yeah, sorry. They're like, "Oh, can I give you my number?" I mean, you can.
But you can. Yeah.
I'm not gonna call. But you can give it to me if you want.
I'm not gonna call it back.
Sorry to disappoint you, but
I'll tell you what I'm playing.
Do the wives ever get mad about this stuff? Or they know it's part of the gig?
I think when we started, it was different than it is now.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it's just
expected.
Yeah.
And we
it's
just
the nature of what we do.
Yeah.
We laugh at it,
Star power.
Hey, same thing with us bartenders. Yeah, same thing happens to us. Girls are all over us, but we got our wives and girls.
Look at you. How can you blame me?
I don't know. You should have seen me 20 years ago when I was good looking. Now, this is why I'm on the radio, not on video, people. You know that. That used to be the myth. Well, bartenders get all the girls. Yeah, some of them do. Some of them don't, and some of them don't want them. It's just, but
it's entertaining at the end of the day.
I don't know. I don't have the energy to do anything after we're done playing.
Oh, you guys are playing 3 hours of music.
When we're done here, I can go home and shower. I'm sweating like it's bad. I'm tired when we're done.
It's like a workout.
But to be fair, when we play here more than anywhere else, like I drain myself when I play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put everything we have into these because if we don't, then people will leave.
Yeah.
We don't want people to
waiting before you show up.
We do. Yeah. We see that. It's really funny when we do play. We'll come here. We usually, back when we were booking through an agency to play here, we used to have instruction sheet.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
On what the plan was for us, and the load-in time was always 8 o'clock, which is why we always get here at 8 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock we show up, and there's a lot of people we know that like, yeah, we've been waiting for you since 6. Like we're going to midnight, probably longer. A lot of times we go longer.
I didn't know it's a few times. I mean, it's like 12:30. You're still playing. What's going on up there? I'm like, yeah, let them do the thing,
If we have them, we're not.
You got to keep the crowd going. It's hard, like. But
we have so much fun doing it.
We don't want to. We enjoy it.
When we're having a good night and we're having fun, we don't want to stop.
Yeah, we just keep going.
Play till 1 till they tell us we have to. Till Steve comes over and says, "You guys, you gotta get out of here. It's time."
I ain't paying for that. I
don't know. Yeah. That's the thing. We don't make any more money if we play longer. We just. The whole reason that we even started the band is because we have fun doing it.
That's for the people.
For the people. Town Line is for the people. Did you hear that?
You heard it here first.
You heard it here on Late Night Sauce. Town Line is for the people.
For the people.
Just 2 random dudes from West Warwick. I guess. Well, the cliche part of this would be to give you the backstory on Town Line.
Let's do it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Here we are.
People want to know.
I mean, we're already here.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
It's a long story, but we work together.
Where at?
For the
West Warwick School Department. Shout out to Property Services.
My lord.
For his dad.
Yeah, my father who just retired.
Big Ken.
Big Ken.
Big Ken.
Yeah.
The first, some would say.
For the first Big Ken. Oh yeah.
So we worked for him, and I played guitar since I was
Jeff
a kid.
is really the sole creator of this.
So I started getting gigs by myself, and one day I went and bought a new guitar, because I was finally making money playing music.
Yeah.
So I went and bought myself a new guitar. I was I don't know, 17 maybe.
Yeah.
17, 18
17 years old with your first guitar?
No, I started playing when I was like 10.
Okay.
But first time I was making money playing. I was about like 18.
I feel like that's a going trend, isn't it? That's what a lot of people are telling us that. 17 got the first gig paying gigs. That's great.
But it's, your parents don't encourage you to go play in bars when you're 12.
Oh,
yeah.
No, they don't.
You gotta wait until you're old enough to get
That makes total sense. I mean,
So I went and bought a guitar, and he came with me. No, I bought the guitar, and it was busted. I couldn't plug it into my amps and use it. So he came with me to go bring it to get it serviced.
Okay.
And they said it'd be about an hour, so we just were killing time in Guitar Center. And they have little soundproof rooms. They used to. They don't have anymore, but they used to like studio rooms. They were soundproof, so you could go in there and play any guitar plugged in at any volume, and you could really hear what the guitar can do. So I go in one of the rooms to just mess around with the guitar, and the box he plays is called the cajon. They had one of those in there.
For a technical word, I don't just play a box. I play what you call a cajon.
Cajon.
It's Cajun with an O.
Cajun.
C-A-J-O-N.
Yeah, it's a silent J.
Cajon.
Cajon.
In the box. I tell
say
people
cajone
I play
without the
box
E.
because it just sounds so much more comical.
I had box questions lined up. Don't worry.
Right.
It's coming.
But it's technically called a cajon.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For the people out there.
So we started. So one of these was in one of those rooms, and I was playing the guitar. I actually have the video. The first time we ever played together was in that room.
I just naturally sat down. I'm like, well, I'll just sit on this thing,
Sat on it.
Don't lose that video, because when we do the Town Line documentary where Late Night Sauce ventures out to documentary production, which we're gonna eventually venture out into that.
OG.
That's a valuable.
You need that video footage. Don't lose that.
Beatles in 50 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's funny because I'm sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
In Guitar Center with a guitar in my hand, and he's sitting on this. We
Box.
at the time we had no idea what this thing was.
It was
just
a box
sitting
at the
on
time.
it, and
this is kind of cool.
It worked. Then I was still playing by myself, and he, like a week later, went and bought it.
I'm like, this sounds pretty damn good.
So you taught yourself to do this?
Yes.
Yep.
Self-taught.
That's crazy.
Because I can play it pretty well, I feel, and but the funny part is, like, I could not play a drum set like successfully to like save my life, but I can sit on that and
I feel like what you're doing is harder than a drum set, though. And you taught yourself
to an extent, but I think
physically.
the hard part. But,
Physically, it's gonna be hard.
Oh yeah, it's exhausting. Yeah, but you just have to figure out the best way to make the best sound, the best beat to go with what song, and kind of make it work with just two hands, and really you get 2 to 3 noises out of the thing, if you really try,
The thing that works is he knows the basics of a guitar, like the chords that I'm playing.
He plays off
so
of
we're
you.
really good. I'd like to think that what makes us play well together is the fact that we don't practice.
Yeah,
we
literally.
just do this.
You legitimately just show up and play, no practice.
Yeah.
Pretty much like a podcast here, pretty much.
When we first
We don't
started
practice
playing,
That's crazy.
We definitely had to sit down a few times, and I was still kind of getting the hang of it, and really, again, kind of like feeding off each other, knowing how he plays, knowing how I play.
We used to practice a lot.
And then it just, I got more comfortable with it. I got more used to it. I just studied a little bit more, just kept playing and playing. I mean, and he was a natural. He knew what he was doing. I was kind of the one learning at the time to an extent.
Oh.
And then before you know it, it's like now, we could go 6 months without playing a gig.
And just show up and pick up where you left off.
And
We'll probably be a little rusty for the first few songs,
but we probably
we'll
play better.
But nobody's gonna notice.
We would
Nobody's
playing
gonna
a
notice.
few times in a month, because it's something that we just enjoy doing, and we just feed off each other so well.
And don't get me wrong, there's still moments where I'm like, we probably should have practiced that. Like we're doing something that, or like I'll miss a note, and I played. A good example is Drops of Jupiter, which we play every time we play here. And sometimes what happens is he'll think we're at one part, I'm at a different part, and like
So
I'll
we're
stop
supposed to
and
stop,
he keeps going, or
and I keep
he
going,
stops and I
or
keep
vice
going, and
versa.
it doesn't. It's like that's
The best part is though, we just like we just kind of keep it going, and just like no one knows. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if everyone's having a
screwed
good
up
time,
what.
it's tough to see any real screw ups.
He's like I do
But
these like
we
hand
laugh at
motions
it
to
because
him.
we're like, oh shit, like we should have done this, or like oops, or like he missed a word, or like I missed a beat or a tempo, and I'm like, oh, I've got to get back. You know?
No one knows.
It's like we have our own private conversations in the middle of.
I give him
playing.
hand signals the whole time
Yeah.
we're playing, and I'll just like throw one hand out if I say that, stop, keep going, slow down, quiet down. Like
So
I
we
talk to him all the time.
found the box at Guitar Center, and just a week later I went and bought one. And
That's crazy. That's a crazy story. That you
The rest,
self-taught you that.
Yeah, the rest was
And
history.
I was playing gigs at a place in West Warwick, and I was playing every Thursday night.
Tomaselli's,
It was
Boomerangs. What's that?
No,
On
it
the
was,
Rocks.
On the Rocks.
On the Rocks. That's a good
Rocks.
spot. Yeah, great
Right
spot.
on 17. Yeah.
I was playing there every Thursday, and I had played a couple by myself, and then we had practiced and played, and I was like, all right,
We got it to the
want to do
point
it
where
with
we're
me?
like, all right, we
And
can do this.
He started doing it with me, and then we just started going kind of all over the place.
So
and then the rest of the band we whipped everyone else in.
So how often do you play with the full band?
Very rarely these days.
They're really tired with the schedule.
Since
The bass player's in Arizona, so I mean.
Since COVID, COVID, before COVID, I played with them more than I played with Kenny.
Really?
Yeah, we were more than I shouldn't say with Kenny, because Kenny was at a lot of them. More than it was the two of us. We were playing more as the whole band. COVID threw a whole wrench.
COVID ruined lives, man. COVID ruined, literally ruined lives.
But thankfully, as much as the whole band is awesome, we like to, I guess, pride ourselves on even just like, people are surprised and make these comments to us that like, you guys are just literally a kid with a guitar and a dude on a box, but you literally, you fill the energy with this place like you are a full band, and people are, relatively, impressed with that when they see us, that, we bring that energy and that type of environment to the crowd with just the two of us, when it feel a lot of people feel like they're listening to a 5-piece band when it's really just the two of us singing, playing a box and a guitar.
I heard on one of your other podcasts, Rob Davis say something about how the crowd's gonna have as much fun as you have.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Oh,
Might
they
have
actually
worded
heard
it.
our podcast.
I
Whoa!
appreciate you
I didn't even
listening.
know you heard the
I
podcast. I had no
listen.
idea. Well, there we go.
Excuse me.
It was something to that effect, and that is so true because when we play it here and we're having a lot of fun, you can tell that
can
everyone
tell
else
everyone
is
else
feeding
is-
right off it.
Yeah.
If we're miserable up there, if everything's just going wrong, which happens,
Yeah.
my strings are break
Just an
or
off night.
the sound doesn't sound right, and we're in the middle of the game. I can't change anything. We're
The cherry on
off.
top
You could tell
is you can tell that
because
everybody
no one else is
off.
reacting that way.
How often do you get requested to play songs that you don't know or that you just don't want to play because you know you can't sing them well? Does it happen a lot to you guys?
Most song, if I know the song, I'll probably try it.
We always, it might
Like,
not,
hey,
it might not be spectacular.
You tell them, hey, it might not be great. I'll give it a
but,
shot, kind of
we,
thing.
like 7 out of 10 times we can nail a request.
That's pretty good.
Nail it.
I feel
That's
like
pretty
it's
good.
very rarely that we have to tell somebody like, sorry, don't
like-
know it or
yeah.
can't play it. You
The
know?
ones that we get a lot that we can't play, like Eric Clapton, we get a lot. We don't play any of that.
Which Eric Clapton song they asked you to sing?
I don't know. It's all over the place. We get deep cuts from Eric Clapton people ask for. I've never even heard of.
Really?
Yeah. We get Grateful Dead. We get a lot of.
Yeah,
And
just-
a lot of it isn't that I don't. A lot of it isn't that we can't play it. It's just I don't know the song enough to be like
Confident enough.
confident
to
in
pull
just
it off,
making
yeah.
it up and playing
Yeah.
on the spot. But
That seems to be like the common trend when we ask people, like, what's, how frustrating is it? And you guys all seem to have the same answer, too. It's like, hey, I don't want to ruin the night and not be able to pull it off. And people need to understand that, too. Like, a lot of these customers, they expect you to be gods up there. Like, you can't know every song. You can't.
yeah, we try to work with them. I mean,
Yeah.
if someone says they want, well, most people, at least in my experience, if they want something, it's usually they want something. It may not be that specific artist, but we can kind of work with them within that genre or that
Okay.
era. So we just say, I don't know, come up with someone will say play, some Poison song. And I'll be like, well, I can play these Poison songs.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't play that one you
Can't play
want
that
for,
one, but
but
you can do
maybe
these.
maybe
Yeah.
one of these 5 will hit the spot for
Okay.
you.
Yeah, we try our best to accommodate whatever way possible. Like I said, it's very rare that we turn somebody away telling them that we can't, give them something close to what they want.
Here's a little different where we have to be just playing one after the other. You can't
Yeah.
really stop. Some places, like, if I'm like a little familiar with the song, I'll take my phone and I'll listen to it quick. And if I
Okay.
can hear it, then I kind of can figure out the notes and play it. But here, it's so fast paced that we can't really stop
we
to do
just
something like that.
grab and go.
We try to
just
work with
song
what
after
everyone asks
song.
us for. I mean, I'd like to think we don't care about being perfect on every song. We're just hoping everyone that shows up
Enjoys
has
it.
fun.
Yeah.
That's why we usually, like I said, we'll usually attempt a song, even if it's something we may not have done, because we know everybody will enjoy it so much that they don't even care whether, if it's 10 out of 10 or not. You know what I mean? Everyone's just having a good time. So
I don't care about requests. I'll play them. You could request for
Literally
3
anything.
hours. I'll do it.
Yeah.
If everyone asked, if every song we played all night was asked for, I'll do it. I have
Really?
no problem doing that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how bad is it do the guests try to force alcohol on you during your shows? Because I got certain people that play here. Every other person, like, give him a shot, give him this. I go, he's gonna fall off the stage if I give him another shot. What are you doing over here? Like,
I think
it's,
it used to be worse.
It used to be
I don't
worse?
think
Yeah, I
it's
don't think
bad
it's.
now.
Yeah, we used to get that from time.
used
like,
to be,
oh,
I
like,
would
so,
like-
the whatever
'cause-
wants to buy you a drink, or can we get you around, or this one wants to get you around. But I mean,
It used to be I would like,
Because you don't really,
After one song, I
because
look
the way
down
you
and
guys
there's
play,
10 bottles.
I feel like you barely have time to even take a sip of anything.
no, I mean,
'Cause you just one after another. Like and there's no way in between.
In all honesty, between what I do, I mean, even him still, you're standing for 3 hours, and how friggin' hot it gets up there. I want water more than anything
Yeah.
because I'm just dying,
I feel like a lot of musicians have that stigma of being alcoholics, even though they're not. Some of them, you know what I mean? Like,
Thankfully, I can proudly say
Yeah,
that I'm not.
that's no.
especially here, I tend to
I-
wait till like 11 o'clock. I'll start like
Yeah, I mean,
Second half.
actually drinking.
yeah, I mean that
At the
makes
beginning,
sense.
I'll have one or two, but
I'm
I get
asking.
to the end and then I'm starting. That's when go time starts.
Well, I try to tell some people that to let this guy get going here. Let this person get going, you know. And
No, really,
I
feel like
get.
that's
I mean,
never really
I
been
get.
an
I get.
issue.
It's just a gesture. It's a. It's
And
a
if I
friendly
don't want it,
gesture.
I just say thanks, but no thanks, which is, I'm happy with my water and Diet Coke for the most part.
Yeah.
I
There's nothing wrong with
throw in a cocktail or two
Yeah.
here and there,
So, if you had to pick one past or current band, or future band, whatever you want to do, that you want to open up for in a big venue?
Man.
Big venue. I'm talking
Oh.
Gillette Stadium or what's the biggest stadium in Gillette? The Dallas Stadium. Dallas, where the Cowboys play. They
SoFi maybe.
SoFi.
In LA. The biggest
All right,
one.
so
Yeah,
is that
Who
SoFi's
would we
bigger
want-
now? Yeah.
who would we
Who?
want to open?
What band would you want to open for? They're gonna give you a half-hour set. What band do you want to open for?
Wow.
That's a good
Half-hour
question.
set.
Yeah, that's what we do here on Late Night Sauce. We ask the good and the bad questions.
Is it something that you fit what we fit into, or what? Is just a
I'm talking.
massive person
I'm
all
just.
over?
I'm actually
Literally
just talking
anybody.
like your dream. Like
just
one
be
one
there.
of, one of the one of the people that made you want to become a musician, or when you're there's a
I'm
band
sure
that you
our
can
answers are
that you can listen to anytime, no matter what. It doesn't get played out for you. Or
I want to open for Nickelback.
really, I would never guess that one. Nickelback, huh?
Nickelback.
I mean, I can't disagree. I think that'd be pretty sick. I'm a big fan of Nickelback.
You-
I like Nickelback.
I
I
feel
like
like
a lot
all
of
of
that stuff.
Nickelback, they probably all have like a great party before and after the show.
Oh, they
You
definitely
can
do.
participate and
Yeah.
all
Oh, yeah.
that. When you're done playing, I know every Nickelback song. I'd love to just sit there and listen to them.
Okay.
As soon as I'm done, you get to stand on the side of the stage and listen to them.
Oh, Nickelback. Okay,
go.
I never would have guessed that, but hey, that's a great one.
It's left field almost.
This is where we get to the more intimate part of the evening, and we're
All
gonna
right, now.
we're gonna ask you.
Oh, I have a question.
Let's go with Noah's questions.
Yeah, we haven't heard much
I have
from
a
you.
question.
yet.
I'm sorry. I have like thoughts at some points, and then I'll chime in. You know, I don't have like the framework to like lead the podcast as much as some people would hope.
Here we go.
But I gotta know, Kenny, what's the difference between the box and I already forgot what it's actually called.
Cajon.
A cajon. Cajon. What makes it a cajon? Is there like a thing like that? It's like, or is it?
There is.
Or is
Innards.
there's innards?
Yeah, so
There are
it
innards
just
to it.
again it just looks like a box, but it's really the shell of it is solid wood, but the front face of it, they make different kinds, but for the most part, the basic ones, it's like a lighter, almost like bamboo style material in the front end of it, and on the inside. So again, some are different, but most of them that gives you like that kind of that basic snare drum, bass drum kind of, you know, drum set kind of feel is there's actually like little like snare strings like kind of fastened on the inside.
They almost look like springs.
that sit against the like the back face of it, and you know, there's probably a good maybe like 30 to 50 running along there in different, you know, sections, and that between the material of the wood in the front and then the strings in the back, that's what gives you like I said, it almost sounds like you're hitting a snare drum with a drumstick, you know what I mean? It gives you that, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but
It sounds like you're hitting a snare drum.
yeah,
It-
like
Yeah.
that springy drum
kind of the
sound.
It makes it so that you can hit different spots.
Yeah, so
on it
like
and
the
get different
lower,
sound.
you know, the lower you hit it, the more of a bass note you get. The higher you hit it, the more of that, you know, that snappy, you know, lighter sound that you get. That's why I said, you know, you get a few sounds out of it, and it's just a matter of where you put your hands, you know, and how you hit it, really.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I feel like we keep
I feel like
referring
everything
to
we're
it a
saying
lot.
makes it sound like we're so technical and great at what we do.
Yeah,
We're clueless.
We're
Oh,
really
no,
not. Like I'm
We're clueless at what we
I'm
do.
the farthest
I can
thing
play
from-
guitar and he can hit
I'm
that
the farthest thing
piece
from
of plywood,
the
and we just
He's
can make
but
good
he,
sound
but
when we do it.
he's self-taught. That's the bottom line. Like he
Yeah.
taught himself. That's
Yeah, you had
that's
a good
impressive.
amount of info for that. I was just
Yeah,
thinking,
I mean, like I
hey.
said, when I first started and we were I did my homework. I did some
Field
research.
thing.
You know, don't get me wrong. There's guys out there that could probably, you know, blow me out of the water. But you know, for a kid who just kind of picked it up one day walking into a guitar shop, who, like I said, couldn't even play a drum set to save my life. You know, I don't think I do half bad.
No.
If you asked us
I don't
5
know.
years ago, or 10 years ago, we would be doing
Yeah,
this.
would have guessed.
Never
I
did
used
this.
to, I used to, you know, I say travel around, but in, you know, local spots and help him just lug the sound equipment around and help him out.
It
with
was
the
my
sound-
roadie.
You were a
And
roadie,
he started
bro?
out as a
Roadie.
roadie.
Roadie turned
With the sound
cajon player.
equipment. I learned some.
That's
of
that's
that
a whole separate documentary
Yeah.
right there. We got to make
I
it
learned,
now.
I
You know?
learned some of that stuff through my father, and I just kind of helped him out along the way, you know, and just, you know, I just something we, like I said, we were always tight, and it's something I enjoyed doing, and then, you know, what, like I said, one day we just found that, and the rest was history. But that's
all
really
came
the
together.
story behind the box, really. The guy behind the box.
Guy behind the box.
That's what we should call the documentary.
That is gonna be the name of the document. The guy behind the box.
Presented by Late Night Sauce.
Presented by Late Night Sauce Productions.
Oh yeah,
It's the best. And the funny part is,
I like
I love my wife, but the best pickup line, or just to like
You wanna
get
see me hit that box?
like I play the box. You know, it's like it's where we live in a screwed up world.
Yeah,
but
we do.
unfortunately, that's the first thing that comes to people's minds. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, what do you do? I play the box, and they're like, wait, what? You know,
That's funny.
it's like one of those things that it just it's
It's a great talking point.
It is.
Even
It
if
really
we
is.
Of
sucked.
course.
Even if we sucked, it's something to talk
you
about.
know, you play the box real well. Thank you.
Well, I noticed that you two are very friendly, happy guys. You know, you're not sensitive. I don't think you are. At least I could be wrong. I'm not usually wrong. I usually tell sensitive people right away. I got a friend of mine that's been playing music since the '90s, and he's one of the most sensitive guys on the planet. It's pretty scary. I'm not gonna mention his name but I'm pretty sure he does listen to the podcast. But how emotional do you get about the music? Has there ever been a time you were singing a song and just made yourself cry because the lyrics and the song was just that emotional?
I don't know if it's necessarily the music. I've had some.
That maybe brought you back to a memory or something, or or some sort of a heartbreak in your life, or like because there's some songs I got some emotional baggage of my own. I hear a song, I break down sometimes, man. I gotta say which ones, but it happens. So, but I don't sing. I'm singing in the middle of a set. You're playing for a full crowd. Have you ever cried during the song?
So there's two stories. I'll tell you, they're different. One's the experience, and one's the song. So I never wrote music. I played for 5 years until I wrote music, and then my grandfather passed away, and I wrote a song about it.
Okay.
And then we started playing. Then, at the time when I wrote, that was in 2015.
I think we just started.
It was right when
playing.
we started playing together.
Yeah. Yep.
So so 2015. So we said 2017. It was probably 2015.
Yeah.
That's almost
we
10 years.
We were playing
8
together
years,
when he had put that song together.
And we don't play it ever anymore. But we used to play it at gigs. And I remember the first gig we played it at.
But that's a song you wrote yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a song. We have 2 or 3 songs we wrote together.
Yeah.
That's great.
We've probably only written 4 songs, but 2 or 3 of them we wrote together. This one I wrote by myself. And I do remember playing it, and it was like, oh, I can't believe I'm playing a song I actually wrote to people. It wasn't necessarily the meaning of the song that got emotional about it. It was like, I'm playing people are paying
to hear your music, to
watch
hear your
me,
art.
that's
That's
kinda
art,
crazy.
man. That's great. Are there any songs that you didn't write that you've sung that have brought you to some sort of emotional breakdown, or get you thinking about some sort of
I'm sure they were
heartbreak or anything?
I'm
I
sure
mean,
they
I hope
were.
you never had, because I hope you never had any heartbreak in your life, because I tell you, I've lived a whole life full of heartbreak, man. It ain't fun.
Everyone has. That's what makes good music. Good music comes from bad situations.
it's emotion, man.
I would say heartbreak, no, but I mean, like you said, music can make you feel, as cheesy as it may sound, music can make you feel some sort of way, you know? And so you just, it kind of like what he was saying in the sense of sometimes you really, again, we bust balls, we're nobody at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. I think you are somebody, guys. I'm telling you.
It's just some of the things you take in. We played the Washington County Fair, which we were on the B stage, the middle of the day. It was at noon. Nobody's played noon at the Washington County Fair on the B stage. It was but I remember when we got there, we got a security escort to drive through the fair and I was in a crappy old pickup truck to unload our stuff. And I remember when we were playing, it was at the time that was the biggest thing we ever did. It was this is crazy, but we were it was noon. And
Don't matter. You still made it though.
It was
You
crazy
did it.
for us, but it was the biggest thing we ever did. And then a couple of years later, Kenny wasn't playing with me this night. We played at the Charlestown Seafood Festival, and we opened for. I want to say it was Ryan Upchurch, but anyway, it doesn't matter who it was. But we opened for someone that actually had a record deal, and that never happened for us before. And I was like, this is kind of crazy. We had a sound guy that did all this stuff for us. Like, that was the first time ever I didn't have to worry about my stuff. I brought a guitar, I plugged it in, and some guy did everything else for me. That was crazy.
That's crazy right there.
That's nice.
Like, that, you get, like, emotional about it because it's like, this is a big step. Because
So what was the first song you played that day? Do you remember?
I bring up the whole set list. I want to say it was Dust on the Bottle.
Dust on the Bottle, okay.
That was with the full band minus Kenny. Sometimes when you play like bigger places, we've done a couple gigs where I have the full drum kit and we have Kenny. But when you play the bigger places with all the drums are mic'd up, it's impossible to get the sound to work together.
Tricky. So I take a step back. You know, I'll let everybody else shine. It's okay.
Can't plug in the cajon.
Believe it or not, they actually make
electric
electric cajon.
I believe that.
I didn't know
They
that.
make electric cajones where you can actually plug in to to amplify the sound. We'll have to look into that.
Why have we not used that?
I
You
just-
mic up your box every time
I
we play.
just something about the OG boxes.
Would you ever consider having a guy in your band play the keytar? Half guitar, half keyboard.
Yeah, I want someone to. Yeah, I would have someone do that because it's a hybrid between a guitar and a keyboard.
Having the keys would be
Is there like a song you wish you could play if you had a keyboard player?
I wish we had a keyboard player for every gig we could.
And what would be a song that you would like? The first song you'd really want to play that you never got to play.
I want to do like some crazy piano songs, like we do.
Still Dre by Dr.
we
Dre.
do like
like something like
That's
a
hard one, man.
I want to do something like just weird, like no one does. Another one like Piano Man.
cliche
I
as
really
that is.
I love playing that song, but it's
How about piano?
it doesn't have the same hit without the piano.
It's like know
Gotcha.
that song because
in the name,
of the piano.
And I can I'm
So we're gonna start holding auditions late night here at late
piano
night. So
auditions.
keytar players for Town Line must be at least 24
I'll throw
years
this out
old.
there. We need a keyboard player. We need another guitar player because I'm not good enough at guitar, and I can't play guitar and sing at the same time. I could do like one or the other, but so
Again, I don't agree. I've heard him do both, and he's amazing. I don't know.
I've seen you do both.
I definitely can't do both.
I do practice a lot by myself.
I've gotten much better. It's funny. I've gotten much better at because I'm nowhere in comparison to this kid, but I have like a pretty decent set of pipes if I'm really in the zone.
The ad-lib guy?
And but yeah,
throw like a yeah in there once in a while.
He ain't Little John, man. Come on, give him more credit.
And
No offense, Little John. I'm just saying you're limited.
When
Okay.
I first started, I could not, even for a little bit, playing and singing, intently was something I could not do. If I started thinking about singing something or the notes or the lyrics, I would screw up my hands.
Fall off the box.
Okay.
Now, thankfully, granted it's been some time. A few weeks ago, we played a small gig, and I had been sick, and I had literally no voice, and it was the first time in forever that I couldn't really sing at a gig, and I felt lost. I'm like, this sucks. I'm like, I harmonize a lot. We sing, we feed off each other with a lot of songs that just, you can just sing together with, and
it's not even just the two of us. Even when we have the full band,
Yeah.
we're all friends first before the band.
exactly.
So we just
You're
like
about,
we
you're
just sit
about
there and
having
look
a
at
good
each
time.
other.
You're
We're like,
enjoying
let's do
life.
this real quick. And
You
we'll
guys
just
are
make something
enjoying
up.
life, which that's what life's about, is enjoying it. That's amazing because I've heard so many horror stories from other bands like they've broken up friendships of 20 years over nonsense and.
No, that's
And
one
Everyone
thing.
that's in the band, like they're all my best
I mean,
friends.
you gotta take it seriously, but at the same time, you gotta have fun. That's the end of the day. Look at this guy. We got Flea on TV right there. Chili Peppers up there. Can you do any Chili Peppers songs?
We've done them like
You've
once
done,
or twice.
you've done Under the Bridge, haven't you? Or have you done what's that Bad Disease song? That I got a Bad
This was
Disease.
so long ago.
I don't know.
We did. That's another one of those ones that people request from us, and we're like,
Sorry.
actually,
You
another.
guys weren't even born yet when those guys were like coming up, so I
Another
can imagine how hard it'd be for you guys to
thing,
know.
I don't
that
know if the other musicians you guys have had on here have said it, but sometimes you get requests that just are not the
vibe.
vibe of what's happening
Yeah.
in the rest of the bar.
Yeah.
And you kind
Like,
of
we're-
feel bad telling them no, but we're like, we can't play this here. Like, come on, look at who we're playing for.
Like we just we have I heard you ask this on another podcast, But this, you get like a pocket of songs that like you keep in the bag because you know that at some point you gonna play them, and even if the crowd is bad, you can play those 5 songs and you know you're good.
Yep.
We got like big pocket.
Yeah, ours is big.
We got
like,
a pretty damn big
but like
pocket.
we'll be in the middle of that set, which is like 10:30 here. That's our best hour. Is but like that best time period 10:30. We'll be playing, man, and someone will come up and ask for like some slow John Legend song.
John Legend, like, oh man.
And it's like I can't. I know the song, but I ain't gonna do it.
Does it bother you when I ask you to play Heartbreak Medication?
No.
Oh, that's a great song.
You know the only reason why I like that song is I heard you guys sing it upstairs. I never heard that song in my life. I was at the bottom of the stairs of the safe house.
Do you get the feed down here?
No.
They used to.
You should hear the echo.
Yeah, we used to. Then that was when Sue was still here, I think. Yeah. But like, I was at the bottom of the stairs. I heard you playing. I'm like, what is that? That's a great song. And then I finally looked it up, and that's why I asked you to play. Cause I got the video of you guys playing it. I watch it all the time. But like, I never knew that song was. I'm not a country guy. My wife is, so it's kind of made me listen to more country because I'm in the car with her, so I have to. But like, that's one of the things. Like Kevin Hershon plays a couple songs that like I never heard before, and I'm like, oh my god, I like that. You played, Party. I'm not a big party guy. But, like, that one song, like, I love that song, and I don't know why, because I guess it's about drinking, but, But, like, it's just, like, there's certain musicians that play, I feel like certain musicians can play songs better than the original guy. There was this one guy that used to play at my old place named Steve Demers. I don't know if you know him. He's a great guy. I haven't talked to him in ages. He used to play, it was it Toby Keith? Or Keith Urban, Days Go By. Who sings that?
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban. And I heard him play for the first time at my bar. I'm like, wow, this guy's amazing. Then I heard Keith Urban's version. I'm like, wow, Steve Demers is way better than this, like his version, kind of a thing. And same thing with like, you guys. Like, I think your Heartbreak Medication is better than John Party's. Honestly, because the first time I heard it was you guys. But in my head, I'm not blowing smoke because I'm not a country guy. But I've heard other musicians play other songs. I'm like, wow, I like that song, but I'd rather hear you play it than the original guy. It's just weird that it happens sometimes. And I got a couple. I got this one girl. I wish I could see her play again. Her and her dad were in a band called Hydrant. This girl's name was Sabrina Foucault. She's married now, and her father was like the guitar player. They had a full band, and she sings this Melissa Etheridge song. I first heard her play at Harborside. She was 15 years old. Okay. I used to hang out with her uncle, and she's 15 years old playing at the Harborside. A beautiful little girl, right? And I became friends with her father because of her. I was friends with his brother, and he started playing at my place. She busted out Melissa Etheridge. I think at the time she would have been 17, 18 years old at my bar that I was working at, and destroyed it. Like, in other words, she Melissa Etheridge, what kind of voice she has. You can't beat her. Like, she's just like raw and hard. Yeah. This girl was better than Melissa Etheridge singing this song at 17 years old. Yeah, it was, and the only reason why I know that song is because of that girl there, not because of Melissa Etheridge. Yeah. Then I go back to listen to it, and I'm like, Sabrina's way better than this, and but it's just crazy. That's one of the things I like about some of the local people I hear at other places. There was this kid, Jesus, had to be 24 years ago, 23 years ago. But when it was Blue, it was a place called 20 Water Street originally, before it was Blue. Yeah. And this kid's name was Chucko. Was the name he went by, Chucko.
What a name.
When we come up with Town Line, Chucko's way cooler.
He was a solo guy, but I think he might have been in a band too. His name was Chucko. And he played Teenage Dirtbag. No, that wasn't Teenage. That was the Brownie Whites that played Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. He played Had a Bad Day by Fuel. He was playing at Water Street, and then that's an old song. You may not know it, right? But Had a Bad Day by Fuel. He was amazing, and I was like, I need to buy this Fuel CD because I like this song, and I listened to it. And Fuel's great, the song, but like, this kid was better than Fuel. Like, and then I just tried to follow him around. It happens once in a while. It's a great feeling. Like, it's like, hey, you're actually better than the original guy.
It's crazy. There's songs that we play like Heartache Medication is not one of them. Like, I don't think that we sound better than John Party. You might think that.
Well, like I said, the first time I heard you sing that song, this is a great song. I don't know what the hell it is. And I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, John Party. And I listened to it, and I think he sings amazing as well. But like, I'm just saying, like, in my head, it doesn't matter. The first time I heard that song, it's you guys. Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, he's not.
That's what you hear.
You're not as good as Town Line, John. Sorry, you know what I'm gonna say. You know?
There's some songs that I don't know what. I could probably think of a good example, but like you put so much like effort and emotion into it that it may not sound better, but a lot of times it sounds like I'll look at Kenny and be like, "That was really good," and he'll just be like, "Yeah, that was good."
We
but
impress
it's like,
ourselves. We're like, "Holy shit!"
Is there any band or musician that you don't think you're capable of singing at all? I asked some people play Prince. I can't play Prince. He's the best. I asked them to play Michael Jackson. Can't do this. Is there like one band or musician that you're intimidated by? Like, I'm not gonna disrespect them by trying to sing their song. Is there any song you're afraid to sing?
probably not, because I'll just if like their key is not in a key I can sing, I'll drop it. I'll sing I'll make it something I can do.
Wow. This is history right here. These guys have no fear. They are not afraid of
we almost enjoy the challenge. We're like, oh, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. And half the time we're like, wow, this is what music's about. We gotta add this to our repertoire.
We're lucky enough to be able to do this all the time. So if someone's gonna ask us for a song, I'm gonna try it. I mean, all right. If I didn't try half the songs people ask for, we wouldn't even be doing this.
Be playing half the songs.
So
I'm gonna do it because we try.
So I'm gonna ask you this, because I'm gonna hopefully I see you after you play there. I'm sure we will. But I wanted to know. I want you to tell us the difference between Trap Smithfield and Trap Rhode Island and the expectations of the crowd in your music. How they act differently, or how they what they might request. A future, in other words, yeah. Because
I'll give you a prediction. I'm guessing. I'm thinking this crowd is younger.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking we have a whole different set list up there. I think the talent matters more in Smithfield, and the entertainment matters more here.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna disagree with him.
That's a good way to put it.
That's a good way to put it. Is right.
Like we get on this stage and we're like high fiving the people in front of us, and we're like cheers everyone in front of us.
Yeah.
We're like interacting with everyone that's right there. And this isn't something just because it's the Trap in Smithfield. Like this is a lot of places we play where the way we actually sound matters more than
up north.
Anywhere. Like there's places that when you play it more. And I don't know this because I don't know what Trap North is going to be. I know what East Greenwich is like. You can go to half these bars and they have the same group at all of them. They're the same type of people.
Okay.
This type of people just wants to be entertained. We could be playing rap music. We could be playing country music. We could be playing 80s rock music. As long as as long as we're having fun and they're having fun, everyone's having a good time. We're all good.
We're thinking up north might be more about the talent.
We play, if
they truly want to hear a good band or a good group.
If that's more of like a restaurant vibe, then there's a different type of music we need to play, and talent needs to be better.
Well, from what I understand, he wants to keep it all the same vibes, like the.
Yeah. And that would be really good for us because we thrive at this place.
If that's the case, we just hope. I mean, not everyone's gonna follow, but we hope a lot follow, and we hope we bring in.
We do know a lot of people that drive here from Massachusetts to come here.
Really?
When we're playing, like we got people
That's
from
crazy.
North. I got a lot of friends like in Northern Rhode Island that come down here because we're playing. So
and especially again because it's a new spot. I mean, the first few times is one thing, but as time goes on, who knows? But a lot of people tend to follow us if we end up at a new place. Just for the support and to see what it's like. And
we don't play a lot of places up north.
Yeah, I mean, so I used to go see bands play once in a while up north, way back when I was like single and had a life. And did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. No. So yeah, I used to go up north. I've been to Cumberland. I've been to a few other spots up there, and I do notice a difference in the music up there than down here sometimes. And I agree with you 100%. Like here, everybody wants to be entertained, but they want talent up there. And I don't know, it's because it's so much closer to Massachusetts. Like it's. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really don't. I honestly see a difference in the way I've been working this area of East Greenwich, Warwick for. Okay, I can't do the math exactly, but 1997 to now. So 26 years. Yeah. 25 years. 20, okay.
Well,
I still think people.
98. I'm gonna be 25, so 26, I guess.
Okay, so I see the difference in the way people in this area go out and drink and eat and interact a certain way, and I've been seeing it for a long time. But then when I go up to the other part of the state, it's a whole different 180. And I think that's the same thing that's happening with music. Same thing's going to happen with the drinking crowd up there. And
yeah, I think a lot of these places are on it, like you said. You like
I'm not saying they're going to boo you up there or anything, but I feel like
it's going to be a tougher crowd. They're looking for talent on top of the entertainment.
Which I think you got both going. I think you got both going, guys.
I think we're.
I think you're gonna be fine up there. Trust me. I'm not trying to put any fear in the air. I'm just curious to see, because I mean, honestly, I'm never gonna get up there because I work here 6 nights a week. I got one night off. I'm not gonna be able to go up there and hang out.
God bless you.
Well, that's why we
too far
because we get along because we never see each other. That's why. It's like she gets home from. I got the kids all day. She comes home from work. I give them to her. See you later. We're gonna go to work, and that's it. We see each other here and there.
Secret.
But at the same time, it's unfortunately, like we're both working class people that you got to work to live, and that's what we're doing. But and my wife loves country music. I keep telling her like on
she randomly see us.
Well, she randomly goes out with her friends. Like once a month from her work friends, and they've come in here a couple times. And I said, "You got to come with Town Lines, because I know you'll like these guys, because she loves country music, and we used to go see a lot of live local music when we were like coming up, dating and stuff, and it's just one of those things where I honestly think that the energy for live music has changed so much since I used to go looking for it. I really think that you guys are gonna thrive up in North, but I'm never gonna get up to North Smithfield to see you guys because you're probably gonna play on a Friday, and I'm here, so it's unfortunately.
I think Saturday, aren't we?
And whatever it is, I'm here.
Yes.
I got Thursdays off, so I'm not gonna be able to see how it goes up there. I would like to check it out one of these days. Maybe I'll take a random slow Friday off and go check it out. But
we'll let you know how it goes before you.
definitely, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not worried about that. I mean, I just want to see I really want to see the energy up there. To be honest with this, because
it's exciting to play somewhere new.
Yeah.
This shit's like brand new too.
We're talking brand new, yeah.
That because we know we have to, live up to that expectation.
Well, TJ already kind of knows what you bring to the table, so that's one of the reasons why he wants you up there. So that's one of the beauties of when you're dealing with someone like him. Like, he's not gonna tolerate garbage. 100%. So right there, like, TJ's smart when it comes to that stuff, and like Dave and Steve are gonna be up there dealing with the Trap North. They're gonna they know what works here. They're gonna try to make it work there. Now, unfortunately, that's like you said, you don't know what's gonna work up there, but you seem to not be that artist-controlled, sensitive band where, like, hey, we can't do this. We're only doing this, and you know how to adjust.
No,
it seems like you said it flat out. You know how to adjust. So
yeah, we play. At the end of the day, I mean, we play to the crowd. We have our kind of cup of tea and kind of our go-to. But at the end of the day, we.
I just feel like that place is gonna have such a different crowd because it's gonna take a while for them to build regulars.
I think that there's a good opportunity up there because there's a lot. When we play here, there's a lot of options. It's a lot of options.
It's a huge anticipation of it. Everybody's waiting for that place to open up.
Exactly.
It's gonna blow. It's gonna be the best new spot in Northern Rhode Island, in my opinion. I think because
I agree.
I feel like it's a Trap, and we have a established following here, but he's gonna, from what I've heard, like he's going a whole different high-tech vibe up there where he's gonna he knows in the beginning when that door opens you gotta wow that crowd, and he's gonna bring in the top bands, the top DJs, the top promotions, whatever he's gonna do.
He does it now.
He does it now, but at the same time I feel like this place has its identity and it'll always be what it is.
Much so,
he's got to create a new identity in a new part of the state.
New area.
And guys like you are going to help do it. Guys like you are going to help build Trap North into what it is. Kevin Hurst is going to build it up to what it is. I don't know who else he plans on bringing up there. I mean, I know.
I don't know if you talked to those guys. Are they plan on going up there?
From what I heard, I've heard a few things. Yes. I don't know how often. I can't imagine he's going to keep it in the beginning set rotations. You know what I mean? Like, we guys are here, twice a month?
Yeah.
That sound about right? I'm sure I'll keep you up there twice a month. But I mean, I don't know. Is he bringing in DJs there? Is he gonna do bands only?
I actually think
I'm not sure what he plans on doing.
Twice a month up there. We're gonna probably keep playing most of ours here.
Yeah,
I mean, do once a month up there, twice here.
I do know. I feel like he wants to focus on the full 5-piece bands and 4-piece bands up there too. On the weekends and like during like the Wednesday, Thursday, maybe the 1- and 2-piece guys. I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, I haven't really talked to him much about that. I know the vibe he's going for. I just don't know what he plans on doing. And Steve and Dave are running that, so they're gonna do what they do. It's definitely a lot of hype, and
it's exciting. New place is gonna be fun for us. This has never been like our day job. This is nothing. We don't want to quit our jobs to do this, because there was a period where it turned into a business and we weren't having fun. We were playing all the time. We were playing 3-4 nights a weekend, 4 times a weekend. We would play like an afternoon and then a night. We'd go from gig to gig.
Yeah. It's a lot on you.
For us, it didn't get fun anymore. It was like, we're playing, all right, you gotta play the same songs 3 nights in a row, 4 gigs. It's like we weren't having fun, and we stopped. Yeah. We stopped for like a good 5-6 months. We were just like burned out, couldn't do it anymore.
Makes sense. That can happen.
Now we're smart enough to book them where we like
keep it fresh.
Let's
book accordingly, where it's just enough but not too much,
And now it's fun. Like we don't want to change that. We want to keep just making this a fun thing we do. This is a hobby. This isn't a job for us.
That's great.
We're just doing it for fun.
That's great. So we're gonna have to wrap it up because we're getting to that point. But I do have one last question that I'm gonna try to dig into that I've asked to. It's not an old boy question.
Is it not an old boy question?
I don't think it's an old boy. Maybe you think it's an old boy question.
I don't know.
I don't think it is. Okay. You can pick your decade.
There we go.
70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Jesus.
Female artist you would love to have a date with. Musician.
They both have like fresh wives.
You take. It's just a hypothetical thing. It's fun. Okay, you're gonna take her to a seafood dinner and never call her again. Who's it gonna be?
Call her again. This is it. It's one and done.
One and done. Seafood dinner. Never call her again. And I'm not talking Red Lobster either. We're talking Long John Silver's or maybe Joe's Crab Shack. I don't know.
Oh shit!
Like 2000s Christina Aguilera.
Wow, I never would have.
Quick.
Never would have guessed that with you, Christina Aguilera, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
2000s.
No. You have 70s, 80s, 90s. Don't you pick any of those decades?
Shit.
We're young. That's why I went to
2000s kind of like.
I get you. Yeah, I get it.
It's most familiarity.
Damn, I don't even know. I would have to say Lady Gaga.
Really?
But like the newer version of her, not the weird bad romance alien shit, but like the more like.
Is the movie with what's his name in it?
Yeah,
Star is Born. Star is Born
is a very different woman than she was when she first came out into the world. I think she's pretty like raw.
He wants to do a duet with her.
Would you do Shallow with her?
I would. He's more the main vocal guy here, but I'd give him my best shot. No Bradley Cooper, but hey, but she seems like a pretty low-key, down to earth kind of woman. So
no disrespect to Bradley Cooper, but I don't think he's Kenny Townsend.
I don't think Bradley Cooper knows how to play the box.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
So that would be my answer.
Next week on Late Night Sauce, we got Bradley Cooper, bad mouthing, no Mario with Town Line.
Talking right back to him.
Well,
Bradley, feel free to call us, Bradley. We'd love to have you on. We're not hating on you. We're just, we're just focusing on Kenny and Jeff's talents. But all right, so we got Lady Gaga, not freaky, and Christina Aguilera, which I was always a big fan of Christina Aguilera myself, but. I don't think I would take her to a seafood dinner, to be honest with you.
No?
She wasn't one of my top choices. Well, I can't eat seafood because I'm allergic.
Oh, all right.
That's number one. I'm allergic to seafood, number one. It's just funny to say seafood dinner.
Well, what if it was a nice steak dinner, Mark?
Who are you taking to?
Am I taking a nice steak dinner?
Nice
Who are
steak
you taking
dinner.
to a big Italian dinner?
An Italian dinner.
Alanis Morissette.
No, I like Alanis Morissette a lot, let me tell you, but she is not a girl I ever want to take out to dinner. She is an angry woman, and if I'm eating dinner, I don't want nobody angry around me, So if I had to go with female artist dinner, no sexual relations, I'm gonna go with it sounds weird, and you guys can laugh all you're laughing now, but you can laugh all you want. I'm probably gonna go with Queen Latifah.
All right,
That's a
I'm gonna tell you what.
You know what? She would be a great person.
I feel like she has a lot of substance in her, like as far as experience. I know, like, why is that so funny?
No, it's just a chuckle, man.
Do you even know what Queen Latifah is? I got a funny feeling you don't.
I know the name.
You know the name.
That makes me feel. Yeah. All right.
I know some of her background from New Jersey and stuff, and I feel like she has. Me personally, because I am not a good-looking man, so I don't really deal.
Don't say
with
that.
I keep it real. Trust me, I'm fine with it. I made my peace with it. I got my celebrity status out there, which is apparently making me more attractive than I am. But, you know, I got soul. Thank you. We're right here. We're right here. We're sharing a brain right now.
If people could see that, we're right here.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like in me, like don't get me wrong, I love beautiful women. I love looks and stuff. I love boobs and booties and stuff. But like, if you can't talk to somebody, what good is it? You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's fun for a few hours, but then that's it. You know. But I feel like Queen Latifah's got a lot to say. I was gonna say Mariah Carey, but I heard she came with a little bit of a diva lately, so I don't want to be around that.
Yeah.
You know, but
I don't need the drama.
No, but
no.
No, who's your girl? No.
Oh, fuck me.
Here it is.
Well, I kind of.
Oh, I think I know this. When you said this last time.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 24.
Alright, so you're.
Who did you say last? Yeah, who did you say last time? I forgot who you said.
Me. I said J-Lo.
J-Lo.
Well, I mean, come on.
Who's number 2?
2?
You said that last podcast. We need a new.
I said that last.
We need something fresh for this one.
We're talking dinner. We're not talking sexual relations.
Yeah, just dinner.
Seafood dinner of all things.
I don't like seafood.
Italian dinner.
A steak dinner.
Yeah, steak dinner.
Steak dinner. Fuck.
Buffet style. She can have whatever she wants.
Buffet style. If you're going buffet style, man, that's a whole different category. I don't know. I think I'm taking Queen Latifah to a buffet. I'll tell you that right now.
This is a quality establishment.
Next thing you know, we got Bradley Cooper and Queen Latifah showing up to safe house ready to beat our asses, Noah. That's where we want the video. You're part of the podcast. We're a team, man. What are you talking about? You take a beating, I take a beating. Vice versa.
There's Batman.
There's no Batman and Robin here.
Oh man, that's what we need the video recordings when they beat our asses. I'll tell you what. Yeah. I'm more afraid of Queen Latifah than Bradley Cooper.
I mean, yeah, you should be.
The anticipation is
He's not urinating, people. He's thinking, just so you know.
Dying over here.
It sounds like you're peeing in the snow right now.
I'm sorry. I mean, like, music's a tough one for me.
All right, what's your favorite era of music? Let's I'll help you narrow it down.
He's a Drake guy. He's a Drake guy. Little Baby, Da Baby,
Uzi
Travis Scott, Future.
Let's say between 2000 and 2000. Let's go 2010s.
Oh my God.
Pick someone out of there.
2010. I stopped listening to the radio, man.
2010s. That's 2010 through 20.
He's a Nicki Minaj guy. He's taking Nicki Minaj for a steak.
Nah, I can't take Nicki Minaj.
You can't take Nicki Minaj for a steak. She's not gonna have steak.
That's too much for me, man.
She's gonna be the girl that orders. She's gonna be the girl that wants vegetarian stuff in the steakhouse. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
dude, I'm making enemies in the hip hop scene right now. I gotta slow it down with this. Sorry, Nikki. Sorry.
You gotta wait till you have the sponsor first before you start calling people out.
There's gonna be a list of.
TJ's gonna be like, why do we have all these celebrities outside the safe house ready to kill you? The podcast, man. I'm sorry.
You should be proud they're here, buddy.
Bad publicity is good. Any publicity is good publicity, you know.
If they're here to throw like a glass of water in my face, I mean, at least they're here. You know. There's one I can't think of it. I know.
You're thinking too hard, buddy. You're thinking too hard.
I am thinking too hard. Give me 1 sec. I can.
What are you looking up on? He's on his phone
looking
up celebrities.
I gotta check if I'm in the time period at this point, buddy. Like,
Kesha.
Kesha.
It might be
Iggy Azalea.
Honestly, it might be Katy Perry. I don't know.
Katy Perry?
Yeah, Katy Perry's good, man. Katy Perry. You know what? I bet she'd like a nice steak dinner with you.
I feel like it'd be a nice conversation.
She might be a little cold. She might be a little. She should be a little.
She's a California girl too.
Yeah. I mean,
you go with Katy Perry. That's a good one.
I think I got to at that point.
All right, well,
I mean, that's
unfortunately, guys, we're gonna have to wrap this up. But We definitely have to wrap this up, but I'll tell you what, we're definitely bringing these guys back in for another podcast.
Yeah,
we got a lot more to talk about.
There's a lot we didn't touch on.
So when are you guys playing at the Trap again? We got a couple more weeks away.
Yeah,
I don't have the schedule in front of me. I think a few weeks.
May we're out. I think we're back here in June. Just
we're halfway through May almost.
First week of June. First weekend's like the first and second. So second week of June, like the 7th, 9th.
Okay.
The first Friday of the second week of June.
Yeah,
First Friday of the second week of June. Got it.
Huh?
Second weekend in June.
Second weekend in June.
Second Friday.
All you listeners out there, just obviously check out Town Lion's Instagram page.
Check your calendar.
I don't know. I don't know when they're playing again. And Tap That Glass will also promote the Town Line as we like to do. And it was great having you guys. A whole year it took them to get these guys on here.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you
Be
so
the
much.
9th in case anybody was.
Oh, you have it on the calendar?
I just pulled up a calendar.
We're here on the
June 9th. June 9th.
Well, the first
That's
Friday
coming quick enough. That'll be
first Friday is the second, and we've already established stuff first.
We're taking May slow before our big summer.
Well, you know what?
Playing every
big summer
Like you guys said before, you're having fun. That's what it's all about. Good for you guys, because you know what? I feel like everybody that comes and sees you play has fun.
Everybody else enjoys it.
So
that makes
that's the point of it.
Makes it.
As long as we're making other people have fun, we're doing our job. So.
Hey, folks. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, guys, and great having you. Can't wait to have you back in a few months. Yeah. We're gonna have you back after you play a Trap North. We're gonna find out some.
Yeah, we'll give you that answers.
Because
the inside scoop.
Because not only is Late Night Sauce, we're not
So.
there, so we need some info. But Late Night Sauce is promoting the Trap Safe House here in East Greenwich, Warwick. But we gotta plug the new place, man. We're supporting all the traps, and that's what we're doing. So anyway, we'd like to thank all our listeners for listening, and Kettle One Vodka for letting us drink your vodka, even though we paid for it.
It's absolutely delicious.
Delicious vodka, and we hope that you reach out to us soon. And cheers, guys. Raise your glass. Cheers.
Salute.
Great day. Great night.
Cheers.
To Late Night Sauce.
Late Night Sauce.
Salute.
Oh wait, sorry.
You can edit that part out.